In this video, we're going to talk about what every chiropractic practices and every business must learn to master. There's going to be three specific levers here. I'm Dr. Lawrence Tam. I'm here to talk about these three levers. See, the problem is in most practices that they don't realize that you only need to focus on three things when it comes to business mastery. Because if you master these three things, you will always have a successful business. And there's not like 1,000 things you need to do. There are certain things you need to do within these three levers, but if you focus on these three things and only three things, you're going to have a very successful practice. So let's kind of get to why chiropractors don't scale. The reason why they don't scale is because they don't actually have a system for every single one of these. They don't actually focus on these three things. They're trying to only chase after one. The first one, of course, is patient acquisition. It's very simple. Everybody thinks that they need more new patients, and everybody does need new patients to an extent. But that is only one lever that you need to pull on to ensure that you have a successful business. So let's talk about that. The thing is with the patient acquisition is that they focus so much on just the number and how many new patients I actually get, but they never really focus on making sure that you're having high quality leads that you're actually coming in through rather than just random people who are just coming in who are looking for a quick fix or a quick crack. Main thing is what we need to focus on is how to leverage and build pipelines in terms of pipelines of making sure that those patients that are coming in or these prospects that are coming in are highly pre-qualified, pre-interested in what you're doing, and also pre-selected because based on the marketing and education things that you've actually put out there. And being specific about this rather than relying on a third party to just drive patients in, I think is super important because patient acquisition is so important, but you can waste a lot of time and money and resources and frustration if you're just trying to get as many new patients as possible at the top of the funnel, not realizing that, you could have probably sift through a lot of these and actually not get people to not click on your button or to kind of come in if they just knew that you're not the right person for them. So having a business and having a pipeline or multiple pipelines that actually bring in high quality, pre-interested and pre-qualified prospects into your practice is super important. The second lever, of course, is patient conversion. Patient conversion is how do I take a prospect to become a patient? That's really important. And that really comes down to really demonstrating value in terms of your initial consultation and your report of finding. This comes down to your ability to communicate. It's all about communication. Not just communication in the words you use, and not a script per se, but the communication, how you make the person feel. How do you make them feel when you're actually doing the initial consultation that they trust you and know you and like you? They trust that you actually have the solution to their problem, and they know and feel that you actually have the solution to their particular problem. And also conversion is also about how do you present a plan and how do you present the strategy on what you're going to take them from what they came in with to the promise of what you say. What's the process and do they believe in that process? And your ability to communicate all of that is what patient conversion is all about. The third thing is about patient retention. Patient retention is probably the most important thing of all three. Because if you don't know if you can get all the new patients and you can convert, if you don't retain them, it's just a business with leaks, patients leaving out. So the whole point is actually how do I convert now patients, right? Because you went from prospect to patients. Now how do you convert patients to really to be almost loving you to be raving fans, right? How do you get that? And so the thing is right now it's all about delivering value. How do you deliver on your promise? How do you deliver on the value? And how do you deliver on experience? This comes down to your team and what you do, how you educate, how you make the person feel, not just in the initial consultation, not just in report finding, but how you make them feel over a period of time. And this is what you want to do because when you can create that experience, that when people feel great to be part of this, to be wanting to change this, in terms of adopting chiropractic into their lifestyle, this is what you want to do. You want to be able to create a sensation that they want to be there for a lifetime. Now, you're not going to convert everybody, but if you can convert a handful of people, or a certain percentage of people to have better retention in your practice, to really want what you actually have to offer, it's a game changer in terms of what you do. So using these frameworks, and I have what we call a Beyond 7 framework because I'm helping practitioners to go beyond towards 7 figures and also beyond. And we can do that by doing a couple of things. We use a lot of these frameworks. We focus on these three things, dedicate energy and focus on specific things that will actually get you better patient acquisition, better patient conversion, and better patient retention. And how do we do that as well? Well, a couple of things. You can either, drop in the comment below typing freedom, or you can join in for this seminar, the 2-day seminar where I focus on these frameworks, in higher detail over 2 days in Munich in March. So check it out. Here's the website, chiroseminarmunich.de, and I hope to see you there. Take care.